here's the final 5 stories we're following. The province is working to encourage residents to buy energy-efficient appliances.
This initiative will help reduce overall 3,000 megawatts of power from the grid. It is equivalent to 1.5 Pickering nuclear generators being removed. 3,000 megawatts is power for 3 million homes. So it is good for the environment, yes, but is most importantly good for the economics of everyday families who are struggling in this new world order.
The Home Renovation Savings Program, which initially provided rebates for energy-efficient renovations and improvements, now includes rebates of up to $200 for energy-efficient appliances. They include refrigerators and washing machines. The program and its expansion is part of a previously announced commitment by the Ford government to spend nearly $11 billion on energy efficiency over the next 12 years. A new report is warning less than half of Canadian adults are getting enough physical exercise.
The last time adults' physical activity levels were examined were in 2021, where we saw about 49% of adults meeting national physical activity guidelines. And so while we've certainly seen a little bit of a decrease, I think what's important to take away from that is that considering what we endured throughout the pandemic, the closures, the cancellations, the restrictions on outdoor spaces and the increased screen use, it really does suggest that we were able to stabilize our overall movement.
In its 2025 report card, Participation finds just 46% of adults are meeting the guidelines for physical activity. The report says physical inactivity is costing the healthcare system $3.9 billion a year, and a modest 15% increase in physical activity could save nearly $1 billion annually. And a new report finds Canadian renters often pay the equivalent of an extra month of rent. The analysis from rentals.ca reveals when costs such as parking, storage, internet, and insurance are factored in, many renters are effectively paying the equivalent of 13 or 14 months of rent each year. While Vancouver and Toronto are the country's most expensive cities, they rank relatively low in percentage of additional expenses compared to other major cities, including Ottawa, Halifax, Calgary, and Edmonton. A clinical trial is underway at the Ontario Veterinary College in Guelph. Researchers are using wearable technology called FitBark on dogs pre- and post-surgery to monitor their quality of life. The trial will look at the dog breeds like French Bulldogs, English Bulldogs, and Pugs to learn more about the effects of these surgeries. One veterinarian says using clinical data will likely help with the future treatment of these types of breeds, especially with their popularity as pets.
It's sort of the same as steps, and so it uses their movement, does a little algorithm, and then gives us a score. It just attaches to a collar like this. It's a commercial device available to any consumer, and it syncs up to a smartphone app that allows us to collect data and sync it to a research portal.
Coming up at 6, CTV's Ashley Bacon meets a few members of these dog breeds and also learns more about how the technology works. And finally for us, Heinz is serving up something new for leftover lovers ahead of U.S. Thanksgiving. Heinz Leftover Gravy is the first ever squeezable bottle of home-style turkey gravy. It was designed with the ultimate day-after sandwich in mind. Heinz says it's tapping into that nostalgia for millennial hosts who see Thanksgiving as more than one meal. I don't know, I'd probably give it a try.